Hi, Pensioner Prep here. A little while ago, I said I was going to do some solar panels. Well, today I can't show you me doing them all because obviously I've got limited amount I can do and on the computer, and I've not mastered editing, so I have to do it bit by bit. So as I come out here, there's a lot of sunshine. Nice December morning. Yep, it's gone 11 o'clock. But I did a thing, I made my own brackets. So, and on here, I don't know if you can see this, the brackets will hold the panels back. I've got a tin track there which the panel's going to stand on, held back on that, and that's my idea for now until I can make a proper solar panel stand for them elsewhere. As I say, it's a beautiful December day. The moles are being active. They've destroyed my line post, and you know my lines fell down, so I'm going to have to reset a line post and that. So anyway, I'm going to sit down here and see what I can do. Right, sorry about this. Cheap Chinese selfie stand. Right, one of the things, one of the things about prepping, I've got a shadow here, haven't I? One of the things about prepping, as I found out, I'll come back here because this shadow's been a pain. One of the things about being prepping, I found out, when I first started, which is not so long back ago, I told my friends. I thought of my friends. Not such a good idea in the end, was it? I got called all sorts of names, you know, idiot, tosser, you know. Anyway, I found out who my friends were and who were not. And so I mainly just talk to people who, well, in fact, it's only really one person near to. He's cottoned on to prepping, and he helps me and I help him. But as for the rest, yeah, fair enough. I even had one say, well, I know where to come when trouble hits. No, you don't. No, you do not. You know? Because unless you're useful to me, I won't feed you. Simple as that. You know? On your head be it. Anyway, one of the things I got called because I save all sorts of things, you know, screws, brackets, bits of electrical wire and things like that. And to be honest, I get called, and I have been called this, a slob, a scruffy bastard, a slob, things like that. What do you want that for? Why, throw it away, it's no good to you and that. Oh yeah? We'll see. So, I'm going to put some, I made those brackets myself, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background. I was born in the very early 1950s. World War II was barely over at that time. There was still rationing and shortages of food, materials. The National Health Service was, well, not exactly third world, but it was pretty basic. There was no modern facilities and things like that. It started to grow up over the 1960s, 70s and that. It's still growing. People take it for granted now. Take it for granted. It's a right. No, it's not a right. It's a bloody privilege. I live in Bulgaria. I have to pay for all my services. I get a rudimentary help with my medication as a pensioner and things like that, but I still have to pay to see the doctor. albeit less. I still have to pay the consultants, albeit a bit less, but I still pay. I pay for my medicine, albeit on a couple of main items, not all of them. I get a discount on it. You're bloody lucky when you moan about, what, £7 for your prescription? Oh dear, wait till you have to pay £100 for your prescription. A different matter then, isn't it? You appreciate it. Wait till you have to go to the doctor, so you have to put some money in the tray to see the doctor. You don't crowd the surgery for no reason. Anyway, I digress. So I was a child of the 50s. Well, basically, we were poor. There was no this welfare was very basic. What you could get, you had to go to a panel to even get it. So you might not even get it, if you see what I mean. So there was no of this entitlement and this wokeness. Oh, I'm entitled to this, you're entitled. You're entitled to nothing because somebody else pays for it. You know? So I learnt that early on. I didn't always treat my mother or respect my mother as much as I should have done. But there again, I was a child, didn't understand it. But she did actually actively teach me this, but I learned to do without. That's one thing that the modern children do not learn. They do not learn how to do without. Even on welfare, they're not really doing without. Oh, I can't afford something this week. Oh yeah, I learned to do without. The Great Freeze in the early 60s, I was with my older brother on the railway lines because we was in the Midlands at that time, picking coal and coke off the railway tracks that had fallen off the wagons with from the collieries and that, so we could have a fire in the grate. Making do for Christmas, paper trimmings and things like that. Going picking holly off the bush and getting some flower paste or something like that to make it look like snow, and holly berries and things like that. We did that. I'm not saying I was happy, but we coped. And the same for food on the table. The only real policy with food on the table was like it or lump it. I think the Americans say shut up and eat it, but like it or lump it, because there was nothing else to put on the table. If you got bread and milk for your breakfast, you had bread and milk for your breakfast. Simple as that. If you got a couple of eggs, and mother had 4 children, and she soft boiled the eggs so she could make runny egg sandwiches with a lot of salt on for breakfast to go to school on. You made do, and that's one of the things about it. Prepping for all the hype and things of AR-50s and things like that. Prepping is making do with what you've got. So I try not to buy it. There again, I can be a bit of a spendthrift if you don't watch it. Well, to say that, I go into Kaufland's and I spend more extra on food for storage than what I should. But yeah, so that's not that is an asset. So that's part of my savings, if you want to put it that way. But by and large, I don't. I might go into town, have a cake and a cappuccino. Oh, you don't give up on your little luxuries, but you just put it in context. So anyway, so what I'm doing, as I showed you, making do. I don't know if you can see this properly. I've got my coffee. Well, it's on Nescafe. When they sell it for near to half price, I buy 2, 3 or 4 tins. And to be honest, I don't throw the tins away. I store my junk, my nails, things like that. And it's not junk, is it? It's necessary. So I bought solar panels. The big 250 watts are second-handers. You can't see my face because the sun is blotting me out, but I hope you can see what I'm going to do. So they're second-hand, the 100 watt. I'm going to put the 100 watt panel up because that's the easiest to do at the moment. because I haven't got the circuit for the major circuits that I want yet. So I'm going to put a minor circuit in so I can do things like my router and charge some batteries and things like that. So, piece of junk, a desk, piece of old desk, right? Okay, so I'll put it into shape. Where do I keep that bloody rubbish for? I should burn it. Yeah, piss off. So, I've got my charge controller. And a 1000-watt inverter. That's going to go on there. Now, basically, I should place my charge controller higher, I think. So I'm looking at that, and my inverter higher, my charge controller lower, because when I find them, I'm going to put some fuses there, and I'll need it. So I'm marking out where I'm going to put these things. Oh, what have I got here? Prepared. I don't know. I haven't got my marker with me, for goodness sake. Never mind. Now I've got a marker here because I've got the markers. But what I would say, if you want to do prepping, markers are fine, but they run out. I'll mark you where this is going to go, and marking where this is going to go. The controller is going to go there. I'll just put on here because I'm going to put fuses there. So right, because no doubt I'll get to a point where I will forget. So that's where I'm going to put my controller. It's only a cheap, only a small controller. No doubt when I get to the bigger panels, I should probably need a larger one to cope with 1000 watts. But up to now, I don't have one. So, Mr. Heath Robinson is required here because I'm not. Well, I've got it. I will use it. But when I get my big panels up and that, I can charge this off the panels, no problem. So it's not such a waste of space. I had a drill bit down here somewhere. Silly bugger me. Ah, there we are. Right. No, that's not one. So that's a masonry bit. Hang on. That'll do the job. I'll just put some pilot holes. There. 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 I don't think I need any more than 4 to hold it back. But I do need to go to the hardware store and get some more screws to fix, because these are not really appropriate for this job. So I will be doing that. So before I put the panel up, I want somewhere for the electricity to go. No good putting a pan up and having it not just charging it and not having anywhere to go. This is Mr. Heath Robinson at work. Right. I don't know. Never mind, pinching the prepper, can't even put a bleeder in the hole. Right. That's one. Two. That is. Three. That'll be the third one. We've got three yet. So that's the basis of my that's the basis of my plate. Now I don't know whether to put or to actually fix it flat to the wall inside, or put some mounting brackets on so it goes, so there's air going behind it. Would there be any benefit from it? Possibly not. But if anybody's got some ideas, I'll be very, very welcome. Find it very welcome for ideas. I'm just going to do this because this is ridiculous. The sunshine is hitting the top of this shelter here and cutting it off. So, as I said, being prepared isn't just going out and buying a stock of food. It does take some planning, and also take some opportunism. So, as I said, I've been called scumbag, slob and all sorts like that. Yeah. I've had people say, "Oh, can I borrow your cement mixer? I need to..." Piss off. You know, call me a slob, you can bog off. You know, sack barrow. What do you want a sack barrow for? Oh, yeah, I've been moving a load of stones around there. Ladders, hole drills. You come round here, wheelbarrows. My sawhorse has had the carpenter ants destroyed. But you see what I mean? Yeah, you can call me a slob if you like. Yeah, you can call me a slob. But if I need to do something, I can do it. You know? I make do with what I've got. Oh, what do you want that for? You don't use it. Yeah, I don't use it. But if I need to bug out fast in the car, I can get on that and ride off into the blue. So, yeah. So, just taking opportunity and keeping what you got. Oh, yeah, I could be tidy. Yeah, fair enough. But I haven't got a woman about the place to bug me about it. So anyway, I've got some repairs to do. I can't get out on that soil because I'll end up with mud snowshoes. Plod. No, thank you. I've got things to do inside, like mounting these, preparing for the solar panels to be mounted. Okay, so just to ramble on, pension the prepper. So you take care of yourself, and I hope to be able to show you the finished product as soon as I can. Right, so pension the prepper, wishing you a very good day. May your arthritis not bug you. It's not bugging me today because of the sunshine. And look after your health. And don't go telling anybody you're prepping, because they'll only make fun of you. You know, you'll find out who your friends are. Yeah, and you'll find out who's going to come to your doorstep if they do need that help when the SHA shit hits the fan. Then you'll find out very quickly who you don't want at your doorstep. Right, Pension the Prepper, wishing you a very good time. Bye for now.